Hello, my wonderful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you are doing great. In today's video, I want to share a story with you how my chicken, turkey, and rabbit farming has changed my life. So stay tuned as I share my story. I started my chicken farming back in 2023 with just 50 chicks, day old, and I raised my chickens with much struggle due to feeding costs and diseases management. And since I was fairly new to the venture, I lost several chickens until maturity. I had no experience in raising chicken, and so my advice to the beginners is to have enough experience and knowledge to be able to start this venture. Also, start with a small number and you increase as you continue learning. When they reached 5 months, there were only 30 chicken left and the rest had died. I decided to sell the chicken and I ordered other chicks. Now this time 100 chicks. At this time I had gained a little knowledge, so I brought them and started brooding my chicks. During brooding time, I lost few chicks, but this time there were not so many. So I had a good number of birds to maturity. They started laying. At this time, I started collecting eggs and I started selling the eggs to buy the feeds. So after buying feeds, the remaining money was my profit. But at this time, the profit was minimal because of the cost of feed was high. So I continued selling eggs. It reached a time I decided to increase my profit and I purchased an incubator to help me hatch my own chicks. And that is what I did and started hatching my own chicks and started selling to farmers. My incubator was not so big. I could hatch at least 200 chicks per month. I started now increasing my profit up to now, and I also started leasing chicks and leasing them to 1 month old and sell them, and some chickens I could lease until they reached to sell for meat and I was still making money. Since I started selling eggs, chicks and chicken meat, I have seen a lot of change in my life because how I was before is not how I am today. What I can nudge those people who have not decided on what to do, you can start with a few chickens and grow gradually until you become a successful farmer. The only key to consider is patience because you cannot start your poultry business today and tomorrow you start earning. You should start small and dream big. I also sell my manure to crop farmers, and that is how I earn through my chicken business. Another project I have in my farm is about turkey farming. It is not a huge business, but at least I'm earning from it. I started turkey farming back in 2023 with just 3 turkeys, a male and 2 females, and they were almost laying. So with time, my turkeys started laying and I hatched the eggs so that I can increase the number of turkeys in my farm. I increased the number to 5 laying turkeys and I sold the males and I was left with one for serving my females. How I earn through these turkeys is that I sell turkey eggs and they fetch a lot of money because one turkey egg goes for at least 150 to 200 shillings, Kenya shillings. When I sell the eggs, I make some money from the eggs, and if I'm not selling the eggs, I hatch them and sell the young ones, the poults. And the day-old poult, you can sell it at around 500 Kenya shillings. So this is how I make money, and I also sell the big turkeys like from 1 month and I make also money. Turkeys are also good to raise but they require a good care more than chickens because they are so delicate and they die so easily. So maintain high level of hygiene and feed them well with feeds of good quality to get good results. Turkeys need more space than chicken, so provide enough space, and the houses should be well ventilated and predator proof. And they need high protein feed, around 28% protein, especially the young ones, the poults. As I continue increasing my number of turkeys, I can sell them for meat and even for their ornamental value in some cases. I can also start offering training in my farm to increase the profits. In case you want to start turkey farming, visit existing farms and learn practically how to raise your turkeys. Also start small and gradually increase your flock size as you gain experience. And lastly, implement strict hygiene practices to prevent the spread of diseases. Another venture I have in my farm is rabbit farming. And rabbit farming is also profitable and I also earn from my rabbits. Rabbits are the most easiest animals to keep and little knowledge is needed because once you keep your rabbits in a very clean environment, free from weed and feed them well, you won't have problems. They don't get sick easily, so you won't spend a lot of money on drugs. And also, rabbits need a very small space and no maintenance, and they have a fast breeding cycles. Gestation period is just 28 to 31 days and can give 2 to 8 kids. They also need low capital to start. Now, this is how I earn through my rabbit farming. I sell the young ones, they are called bunnies, and due to their fast breeding cycle, I manage to have many bunnies and I always have them. I also sell the does, these are female rabbits, and bucks, and these are male rabbits, to people who want to start rabbit farming. I also sell rabbit urine, which is good for plants to help in the repairing of pests and also add productivity in their farm. And I also sell manure to crop farmers. I also sell rabbits for meat. And because rabbit, chicken, and turkey meat are white meat, so the demand is high. That is how I sustain myself in the farm, and I hope I have inspired someone out there. Thank you so much for watching. Continue supporting this channel and my other small channel by the name Life with Esther. The link is in the description box. My name is Esther from Esther Farm, and kindly subscribe, like the video and also comment. Let us meet in the next one. Be blessed.